We've got, this is our little second pack working in there. We have George Wiley from Tauranga Boys, Joe Martin from Wellington College, and we do have a Bethlehem College athlete who I believe may be Corbin Holmes, number 57, tucked in there. So working there in those, what's that, 4th, 5th, 6th spots, but our two leading athletes, Caleb and Sam, have just stretched away as they come behind those trees.
Yeah, and we see these two athletes starting to create quite a big in the first 2K of what is we've talked about a tough secondary school cross country course with these hills. I love coming back to the history. The thing about running is we can compare and look at some of this history. The largest winning margin that I could see in the history books from New Zealand secondary schools, John O'Wyatt won by exactly 1 minute.
Wow.
I will pick up the year, I'll get back to that, but yeah, a 1 minute winning margin. I'm sure that maybe there's not going to be a 1 minute distance between Caleb and Sam today, but I think we're looking at maybe these guys are running at such a level, they might actually have a minute on third.
Definitely, the kind of breakaway that's happened here between Caleb and Sam. They've cleared out, Caleb's gone, this is the way I'm going to try and win my title, defend my title. I'm going to make it honest from the start. And both of them are very strong athletes that, know that they're able to kind of hold at this level. So they're about, I would say, almost 2.7-ish K, probably a bit less actually, into the race. Still very, very relaxed. Sure, Sam seems like he looked down at his watch there that he's wearing on his left wrist, perhaps checking that heart rate. Hasn't gone above 150, still very, very controlled, but still Caleb and Sam working around that corner. And we'll see who is in the hunt for that bronze medal. It was Sam, just checking his watch again there. Third place will come around that corner soon as we move out of camera shot. But just working a little side by side, little overlap there. They're going downhill back towards the duck ponds for the second time, and you can definitely see in this wide drone shot those tangents that have been properly muddied up by all the other races beforehand. You got some lovely ducks in the mud, so watch out, because you've got two boys coming at you at about 3-minute K pace in about 30 seconds. We saw James Weber still in third, and that is Corbin, George and Joe sitting in those top 10 spots right there. We have Connor Kemp and Ben Oxford, some of those names mentioned earlier, also coming through, but definitely Sam and Caleb well ahead of the rest of the field.
Ko tino huri huri te whenua e ngā pūtu o enei kai oma ana ko pupu ake te wai, ko pupu ake te paru te repo repo wai, no reira ko puta mai ngā raki ki te kai ngā noke. He oi, me matara, me ata matara ngā raki nei kei pūtua e ngā kai omai a ngā kai whakataetai. Engari, kite ana e hoa mako tauranga a tērā e rua pēr e kite ana kei roto i ngā tūranga te kautuatahi. No reira pēr ka riro i a rātou e tahi māka mō te tini o ngā tauira o te kura kotahi ki te whakawhiti i te raina i te tuatahi.
Familiar shot there.
Yeah,
Caleb.
shot pans that bit back there
Sam.
to Caleb leading out from Sam. Maybe a little bit combination of Sam's doing just enough to stay with him, maybe looking for something later in the race, but also we can see from the way Caleb's working, Caleb really is trying to stretch Sam out as much as he can.
Definitely.
I think.
Caleb's got one of those kind of running techniques where, it looks like he's working, but at the same time he's got a whole another kind of gear to switch up into. There's a famous American athlete from Brigham Young, Connor Mance, which has the kind of trademark Mance pain face, and Caleb's pretty good at looking like he's working, but actually, he's got another gear. And definitely both boys aren't looking quite as relaxed in the shoulders there as they're going downhill and then uphill for this next time, where they'll have 2K left to go, and this is definitely where the moves will be made. So they're making light work of this course so far, it appears, as you can see in that big drone shot. All the other boys spread out, going uphill, downhill, and back around. They're coming up that hill. There's Caleb there, And there's looks to be Sam moving through on the inside. Just taking that lead for the first time in this race. So 4K down and 2K to go almost as Sam moves in front of Caleb. We've seen Sam checking his watch there. Perhaps it's telling him, you know, now's the time to go. 2K left to go. Less than 6 minutes of running for these boys at this speed. So very, very close to the finishing straight.
Yeah, we might get an idea of the kind of distance they've got on the next runners behind them once we get the next big high drone shot. I just mentioned before about the 1 minute difference. Jonathan Wyatt won in 1990 with a 1 minute winning margin over the 6K. And a point of note, we talked about Kimberly Smith finishing in the top 10 3 years in a row here back in the 90s. Craig Kirkwood, coach there of Sam Ruth, he's here at the course today supporting his Tauranga boys. He also finished in the top 10 here in the senior boys 3 times in a row back in the 90s. Yeah, he certainly probably passed on some of his knowledge about how to run at this level.
Strong talent coming out of Tauranga there. And that's another important kind of point on the team scoring on that 3-person and 6-person. Whilst we've got this fantastic individual battle, you know, you've still got these 3-person, 6-person, and Tauranga boys up there with Sam and then George, who I saw sitting in about 3rd or 4th spot there. They'll definitely be hunting for that 3-person gold. But Auckland Grammar, also a very strong school with Caleb there, so both the sort of scoring short sticks are up there, and it's up to the rest of the boys to make every place count. So some King singlets, some McLean singlets coming through, perhaps some New Plymouth Boys High. They did well, I recall, last year in that 6-person teams, but still at the front, very large gap now after 4K is Sam Ruth and Caleb Wagner. Still together. It looked like for a minute Sam was going to make a little jump there, but they're coming around this tree and still both of them still together, and it is, I believe, Caleb back in the lead there.
Caleb and Sam together as they head out down.
Ea tā whakamātautia ana ngā wati a te tokorua nei, me taku pōhehe e tiro ana ki te panapana o te manawa, te tere, te pōturi rānei o te panapana o te manawa, e pai ai tā rātou mōhio, ai, ka hore rānei, me haere i nā tonu nei. Engari, e hoa mā ko te huringa whakamutunga tēnei o te tokorua nei a Caleb, me Sam, i whakapaetia tēnei i ngā wiki ki muri ko e nei tokorua pia, ka puta mai a rai wa ihu ki mua tonu no reira. Ko e nei e hoa mā, ko ngā whakapaetanga, ngā hunga nei, ngā mātanga o mga roa nei. Anō ere, tāria te wā, ka kite.
We still Caleb, still Sam, still the same sort of order as it was before, but I would say someone's going to have to make a move soon, unless, of course, they're willing to kind of bide their time and play a game of chicken until they get to that point in time where someone goes, I've got to make my kick now, this is where I'm going to make my move. But they turn that corner, they're going to swing downhill, start that long downhill to the duck pond, and we will see how this pans out.
Yeah, and they're both looking pretty comfortable on their feet. They're both moving really well. They don't look as though they've slowed down at all yet. Do you think the speed at which Sam went up that hill at the end of lap 2 is an indication of maybe what he's got if they are still together when they hit that hill on the last lap?
I think so. I think he'll be going, you know, there was a little teaser, see if I could kind of put a little break on Caleb, but Caleb covered that move well, so they'll just be maintaining. But it's pretty deceptive. They look like they're moving not extremely slowly, but they don't look like they're moving crazy fast, but you can see a little gap there and that downhill open up, but then of course closed up at the bottom of that hill. So it looked for a moment like it was going to be Caleb putting a little break on Sam, but they're still working together at below that 3-minute K pace, which is fantastic running for these boys.
Yeah, as if they've just gone past one of the back markers in the senior boys race, over 6K. The distance between the front and the back markers does start to increase.
I've heard that the live stream is still not on, so we'll do our best to kind of commentate as it is. Oh, I've heard that the live stream is on a different link for those messaging going, it's been off since the start of the senior boys race. If you go onto Whakaata Māori channel, it will be on a different link. So please tune in to catch the end of this senior boys race, but we'll do our best to give you as quick as kind of live updates as possible via the commentary, because I've heard that is still running. So we have, here we go, and it's race is slowed there. They've got about 400 meters. You can see Caleb's sister running alongside, cheering him on, saying, come on, you know, this is your race, you can win it.
It's one of the beauties of cross country, isn't it?
It's always
the
great.
coaches and the family members running from side to side on the course to support them as they run past.
Definitely, and you can see that maybe it's got a little bit cagey now. Maybe they're not kind of full bore. They're going, hang on, how much energy do I conserve for the sprint? You can see in Sam's shoulders, very relaxed. Caleb's got that nice relaxed forward lean, that high elbow carriage. Sam's almost chopped a stride, but go up that hill, you can see a little look back. Little cat and mouse, but they'll spin this corner.
Just hit what is kind of the second to last hill, about 300 metres to go. Caleb put a bit of burst on the hill. Sam immediately responded. They're now shoulder to shoulder with 300 metres to go.
And I'd say they're jogging, but you can see in Caleb's face that he is working, and that in Sam's face he is breathing. But both of them have excellent technique that doesn't really give away A, how fast they're moving, and B, how hard they're working. But they are so close to this finish, and I hope that one of these races is a sprint finish like that junior boys, and it looks like the senior boys is going to be a big kick for home too. And if you're looking at it in a sprint by sprint, you're going, well, we've got Sam Ruth, our youngest sub 4 minute miler ever, and we have Caleb Wagner, who is a very strong triathlete, very strong runner. You can see they've gone to the arms there, they're going uphill. Caleb is putting a little gap on Sam Ruth there. Caleb really working those arms, and perhaps he's done enough. He's got about 100 meters to go, and it looks like the defending champion Caleb Wagner raises the arm in victory. It looks like it will be Caleb Wagner led all the way from Sam Ruth of Tauranga Boys. So Auckland Grammar on that top spot with the defending champ going 1-1 2 years in a row. So well done, Caleb. And I believe Caleb is off to Spain this year, or shortly in the coming weeks, to compete at the age group triathlon championships. Someone please tell me if I'm wrong, but very accomplished triathlete in the New Zealand triathlete teams, so he's done very well. And it looks like we're having third coming in. I saw Joe Martin there. I believe this may be Joe swinging around this corner in third.
We think is 57.
Joe Martin from Wellington College, so excellent run for Joe, off to the University of North Carolina Chapel Hill next August, so well done Joe. Fantastic 800 meter runner, he's broken 150 there, was your boys schools champion over 800, so good range to be champion over 8 and bronze over 6k. And we have Corbin Holmes from Bethlehem College, so excellent run, number 57. And then we have James Weber from Wakatipu, also in that top 10, and it looks like George Wiley coming through here from Tauranga Boys. So Tauranga Boys, 2 in that 3-man team title. We have Sam Rickaby, I believe, maybe? Nope, apologies, Alex Macbeth, Ben Oxford. And we've got a steady stream of athletes, boys, that's going to come in now. And Connor Kemp coming in there, Red Scampion. Who else have we got rolling across that finish line? Definitely I saw a couple Kings singlets that'll be important in that 3-person and 6-person title and medal hunt. But
yeah, and we've talked about the teams throughout the day. Auckland Grammar defending champions in the 3-person, Tauranga Boys College defending champions in the 6-person. Both schools with athletes up there in that top 10 again.
Haro mai te tahi ahua e wā ngā kai mā takitaki he mei haro rawa atu ki te kite I tēnei tūmomo āhua ki konei ki roto o whāngarei te terenga prawa. Ko te tuatahitanga tēnei I roto I ngā tau rima te kaumātahi, ko tai mai tēnei hākina kina ki konei ki roto I a mātau. Me te whakapai me te tumanako ia ka hoki mai anō, tēnā pia ka pikia ki te hiku o te ika. Engari, hara mai te tahi ahua Ruawai College, no konei anō hoki, no roto o Tākiwira. Hara mai te tahi ahua.
We've got more boys coming across that finish line now giving it their all. Quite a few stopping their watches. We see a Westlake boy come across there, but every place is important. Another Tauranga boys singlet, another Wellington College singlet. So those 3-person and 6-person team results will be up on the live results, and then will be presented with certificates at prize giving, I believe.
And once again, once we see these results come up on the screen, you will notice there will be some under 17 athletes acknowledged. With the new under 17 grade being recognised here, there will be medals given to the top 3 younger athletes, and they're also part of the under 20 race that's here, and the senior teams medals as well. So, great to see the acknowledgement of that, and we'll see that come up when the results are shown.
So a young athlete, Sam Ruth there, so he'll receive a senior silver medal, but also an under 17 gold medal for taking up that under 17. So a good day of medals for young Sam, but Caleb coming out on top. As you see, lots of little sprint finishes in here from all the boys from different schools. Another Wellington College singlet, I believe, coming through. It's maybe, what's this, Rongotai College, perhaps, that yellow stripe, and maybe Mount Albert Grammar. But excellent runs from all these boys here. Not easy to step up from 4 till 6k. That is a whole another 2k loop of the course, so it's definitely a change as we see Westlake boys. Sam, Alex Macbeth from Wellington College, and Leo DeMonchi from Kashmir High School being your 1, 2 and 3 in that under 17. Very close with Ethan Mora, 4th, the younger brother of Jamie Mora, who's very accomplished cross-country and track and field runner. He's off at the University of Missouri at Mizzou right now, running very well. So well done, Ethan, as an under 17 athlete there.
And James Weber there from Wakatabu High School. Senior boys and senior girls, top 5 finish for their top athletes.
Very good performance. So that coaching squad down there with Neville Britton doing an excellent job to come all the way up from the bottom of the South Island to the top of the North Island and run extremely well.
And seeing Sam Ruth finish second there, obviously he was racing for that first, but look, he might be following in his dad's footsteps. His dad got second in this race in 1997 and went on to win in 1990. I think it was second in 1996, and then went on to win in 1997. So we're probably going to see Sam back here next year and maybe trying to go one better from his place this year and emulate his dad.
He's got next year and then the year after, so it's always good to see some of those young athletes kind of stepping up and running really well, and Sam has been doing an excellent job. He's got a good head on his shoulders, very sensible young lad, so just keep improving, keep kind of training, keep at it. That Craig Kirkwood group down in Tauranga has been doing an excellent job with the junior athletes coming through. See more sprint finishes there that look like Jack Beaumont from Albany Senior with the dip at the line there, always good to see. And you can see with that big drone shot, you've got boys on the ground, you've got boys, always great. That's always part of cross country, the kind of few moments you have after you finish the race going, that's my race, and I hope that they're all proud of how they ran out there today. But well done, and I know I'm looking forward to seeing how these team results turn out, because 3-person, 6-person, you can have 2 and you can have 5, but those 3rd and 6th runners make all the difference. So very important to see where they end up, and those will be, as I said earlier, on the live results, which you can find on the NZ Secondary Schools Athletics website. So go and check them if you're following a particular school or a particular boy or a particular team. That'll be good to watch out for.
And with the back-to-back wins there for Caleb Wagner, just looking back through some of the history again, he's in some pretty good company there. Richard Lindros doubled back in the 80s, early 90s. Phil Starr doubled in the 90s. Declan Wilson, only about 10 years ago, doubled in the senior boys, back-to-back in the senior boys secondary schools. So some great running there for Caleb Wagner, especially with the competition he had there against Sam this year. So a huge achievement for him to go back-to-back in that senior secondary schools race.
Definitely. It's awesome to see when you kind of have an athlete that can go, you know what, I made my mark last year, I'm going to do it again. And especially on a different course. I know Ascot Park last year, fast, flat and furious with the hurdles, and to show that you can kind of be a versatile athlete and be a strong athlete and come out on a bit of mud and a bit of hills and gonna produce the same result was always fantastic. So I know Caleb should take a lot of confidence before heading into his triathlon season. So you can see, yeah, varying stages of I've just finished a cross-country race happening here, which is kind of what it's all about, you know. The bit afterwards, see your family, see your friends, see your competitors, say, well done mate, good run. Looks like we have some parents and officials looking there, maybe looking for those teams results, having a look at, you know, who's hopped in those all-important third and sixth spots to make those final point scores count.
And Amber, look, as we're coming to the end of the racing itself here today in Whangarei, well, I think these guys, these athletes are going to be talking about what a cool course it was, what fun it was. It's been in really, really good shape. The weather's been beautiful. Such a beautiful part of the country to come to. Do you think Whangarei is going to be saying, come back and see us again?
Aye. Aye is the easy answer, yes. Mehe mea ka hoki mai anō, e whakaaro pēr ana kia piki ake ki roto ki te hiku o te ika. Ko tai mai ki Whangarei, engari pēr me neke ki roto o kai taia, awanui, era ahi para, ki wera pito o te motu, te mea hea tāhu ara wātu. Aotearoa whānui, engari a te tai tokerau, he wāhi miharo ra wātu. He wāhi whakatā, anō nei kei ngā motu o te moana nui ākiwa. Engari e mihi atu ana kia kourua Reese, Sasha for having me tēnei rā. Whakaata Māori ki ngā tāngata katoa. Noku te Waimarie e te maringa nui ki te haere mai ki te mahitai kia kourua. Engari tēnei hākina mehe mea e hihi ana koutou i tētahi kai kōrero reo Māori ki roto o te whanganui ātara tē rātou. Karanga mai atu i tēnei mihi ana kia koutou katoa. Me ngā mana nui o tēnei wāhi o te taitokere o Whangarei te ringa prawa, ki ngā kai whakataita, ngā kai oma, ngā mātua, ngā pakeke, tēnā koutou katoa.
And I know with the championships moving to, I believe it's in Wanganui in 2026, so closer to home for me. So maybe I'm now involved. My kids are now at Aotea College in Porirua, and the hope might be that we might have some more Porirua kids coming up closer to home in Wanganui next year competing. I know Aotea College, we've had just one competitor here today. I think from the whole Porirua Valley. So looking forward maybe closer to home, being able to bring a few of those athletes along to compete. And maybe we've got 12 months as well, opportunity for me to work on some te reo, start talking about what is it, nā kai whakataitai, our athletes, and starting to use some new kupu and be ready for our coverage in 2026 and down in Wanganui.
I know I'm looking forward to tuning in from the other side of the world. I'll get up and watch and cheer on those friends of mine and those training partners of mine that have still more years, and I'm looking forward to see kind of the next bunch come through and how everyone gets on. I know Caleb's off after this year, Bo, Sienna, all old and year 13, so they're all kind of out, and we'll have a new group of athletes come through, but I'm definitely looking forward to, you know, more New Zealand secondary school cross country, which is always good.
Yeah, and looking at that awesome drone shot showing the setup here at Barge Park in Whangarei, yeah, look, certainly big thank you to those at home watching and enjoying the coverage here on Whakatao Māori, Māori Active on YouTube. The coverage from our view has been really good. I hope that people have enjoyed it, and I think we have seen the results of those senior boys. I know the results are live as well, so you can go onto those results links. All the results links coming through the New Zealand Secondary Schools Athletics Association Facebook page.
I'm not sure what school this is. I believe it may be is it St. Patrick's Silverstream. I'm not sure, but great group of boys there. Maybe they're looking out, hey, are we in the contention for that 6-person title? Like, what's the results happening? Where are we kind of going with that?
It's Sacred Heart in
Sacred
Auckland.
Heart,
We
apologies.
confirmed for ourselves, so that's good. I certainly wasn't going to let you get away with calling it Silverstream
Apologies.
local school, but yeah, no, great to see. Once again, we come back to that team aspect. Those athletes have all been out there running for themselves, run as fast as they can, but at the end of the race, actually, they're there with the team. They're celebrating as a team. They'll go back to training as a team, and I'm sure the ones that are eligible will be back here next year, hopefully with a good, strong team to run again.
Yes, we hope to see all the athletes that can come again next year, and then everyone else that's kind of tuned into the live stream and is going, hey, you know, that cross-country lark actually doesn't look as bad as some people make it out to be. You know, running is fun. That's probably the most biased statement I've ever said, but please come along to next year's New Zealand Secondary School cross-country. Cheer on your athletes, cheer on your teams, and get involved if you can and you're eligible and you're a high school athlete, because, you know, it can lead you to a lot of places. And here we have our under 17 medal presentation from our senior girls race. So we have Maddie Worrell from Dawson School for Girls in that first spot. We have that is Amy Thompson from Rutherford College in second, number 341, and then Isabel Pickering from Orewa College in third. So those are our top 3 under 17s, and the senior girls will be getting their medals now, which is great to see.
And look, as we see some of those medal presentations now happening, I know with the coverage we'll be moving on today. We do thank you for joining us here on Whakatau Māori on YouTube. A big thanks from me and from Sasha Ledeke here that's joined us with her expert insights into the racing today, certainly in the senior boys and senior girls races. Your knowledge has been wonderful, and so I'm going to hand it over now to Amber to just close us off and start to wrap things up here in Whangarei.
Tēnā koutou I pohiri mai a hau, kua oti wā mātou mahi I tēnei rā. Ki ngā kai whakahaere, kai whakataitai, ngā taita mariki kia haumaru tā koutou hoki ki wā koutou wā kāinga. Engari e mihi atu ana ki te reo irirangi o Ngāti Hene ana hoki, tēnā koutou ngā kai mā taki I tā koutou tūhono mai, noho ora mai.
Yeah, once again, thank you Amber for your te reo input on the coverage today. That's been wonderful. I've certainly learnt some more kupu myself, which has been great. So that is all from us here today. Safe travels home to all the organisers and competitors, coaches and family that have been here. Big thanks to Whakatau Māori, Māori Active and their support of this event and allowing the coverage. Big thanks to the coverage team. We've got a big team here with the cameras, these wonderful drone shots, and Ben here running the coverage in the booth. And a big thanks to our viewers for joining us today. Noho ora mai, stay well.